I met a CAT aspirant a few days ago and he asked me, can you share a secret ingredient? He actually called it a jadi booty for the last few months of the CAT exam. I told him one, but in this video, I'm going to share 7 such secret ingredients for the last mile of CAT preparation. Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about the 7 things you must do to bring more structure to your CAT preparation in this last mile of your journey. Starting off with point number 1, mock taking. It should be a no-brainer that in the last few months you have to take ample mocks. But how many mocks to take? How many test series to take? A simple recommendation would be take at least 10 to 20 mocks such that you have a gap of 3 days between 2 mocks. You can take 1 test series or even 2 test series. That won't matter as much as what are you doing in those 3 days between 2 mock tests, which we are going to talk about ahead. For those of you who like schedules, I'm gonna share a suggested schedule of mock taking that you can follow. Here, every red pointer represents when you can take a mock. Point number 2, revision. You have to revise your formula book on a consistent basis. There are 2 occasions when you have to revise it. Number 1, just before taking a mock. So we discussed that you'll be taking at least 10 to 20 mocks, which means an average of 15 times you'll be revising your formula books just before the mock. The second occasion is on weekends. So on every weekend from now till the November of 27th, you have to revise your formula book, which means if I have to take an average, you would approximately be revising it 6 or 8 more times. If you follow this, you would have revised your formula book at least 20 times before the CAT exam. Imagine how powerful it will be as compared to someone who's just revising it 1 or 2 days before the CAT exam. Point number 3 is regarding analysis. It is extremely important to understand what your marks actually depend on. जब हम consulting case करते हैं किसी भी B school में, we are required to understand the different variables involved. So if I have to consider percentile as a variable, it is dependent on your attempt rate and your accuracy rate. Further, your attempt and accuracy rates are dependent on the following things that you can see in the chart, and you can pause and look at it carefully. Now, when you analyze a mock, you have to create a table that looks exactly like this. You have to note down the section-wise percentile and your overall percentile along with the attempt rate as well as the accuracy rate. After every single mock, you have to write +5 in front of the attempt rate, accuracy rate as well as the percentile. This number in red should be your target for the next mock. Your job in those 3 days between the 2 mocks is to identify what can you do to achieve that 5 percentile points ka increment. That is the only thing you have to do. Can you take up one single activity for each section such that your attempt rate improves by 5 percentile points? Similarly, your accuracy rate improves by 5 percentile points. You have to write down exactly what you will be doing for each section, one thing for each section on a piece of paper, such that in the next mock, your percentile will improve. Promise me that until you take up this exercise, you won't take the next mock, because it doesn't matter. You can take endless mocks, but if you don't plan what you're going to change before the next mock, nothing will change. A couple of examples to help you understand how can you achieve this 5 percentile points ka jump. So for example, if your attempt rate in VARC is low, try attempting the RCs first rather than VA first. Or if you feel your accuracy rate in the percentages chapter in quant is low, try attempting more questions from that particular chapter and see how your accuracy jumps in the next mock. Point number 4 is to visualize. This is that secret ingredient which helped me overcome stress during the mocks. Whenever you are going to take any mock, you have to visualize your attempt strategy for each and every section just before the mock begins. I have already explained what an attempt strategy means. I have also shared my own attempt strategy in a video. I'll link that video in the description. Do watch it if you haven't. You'll get a very good idea of how you have to visualize your attempt strategy before every mock. देखो जब आप सोचते हो कि whenever the DILR section starts, in the first 4 minutes I have to scan all the questions, you already know what you're going to do when DILR starts. So if let's say VARC is a very tough section and you are just nervous when it is ending, you will not panic in DILR 2. You know what you are supposed to do in the first few minutes. That is the importance of visualizing your attempt strategy that reduces the level of stress you face during the mock and improves your score thereby. Point number 5 is desire. This is my personal favorite. You need to have a burning desire every single day to bring your willpower back. You know, in life, अगर कुछ भी achieve करना हो, the biggest weapon you have is your desire. जितनी वो burning होगी ना, उतनी you will want to achieve whatever it is that you want to. In these last few months, in these last few weeks, I used to search for a lot of videos on IIM Ahmedabad. At that time, इतने content creators नहीं थे कि IIMs की videos आ रही हों. But right now, there are so many. Make use of it. In fact, you can also check out the Shorts channel or the Instagram page. I'll try adding more videos here to keep you inspired on a daily basis so that you have that urge of pushing yourself harder every single day. Honestly, it doesn't even matter. Like, nobody is judging you if that's superficial. It just has to work for you. Whatever be it, just increase the frequency of thinking about it, and you will definitely see how charged up you feel every single day to deliver your best and to go that extra mile. Point number 6 is regarding sectional tests. So these are the tests that most of you who are taking coaching will already have, and those of you who don't, there are a lot of resources available online that you can definitely check out. You know why this is a secret ingredient? Everybody knows about sectional tests. What is so unique about it? Because when you take these sectional tests between two mocks during those 3 days when you're preparing on whatever it is that helps you gain that 5 percentile, you can actually test yourself. When you take a sectional test, you can actually see which strategy is working for you. So for example, you decided to attempt RCs first and then VA. But do you really have to wait for 3 days to take the next mock to see if it's actually working for you? It's just an attempt strategy, right? So why not experiment with it while taking a sectional test and see if it is working for you? If it isn't, just tweak it before the next mock so that before the next mock, you know which strategy you're exactly going to use. So this is the time when you should really use your topic test, your sectional test, or any test basically that has a timer attached to it. The more you take these tests, the more you'll be preparing yourself for the stress environment that the CAT exam poses, and you'll also be facing some high quality questions. A lot of times students ask me, where can we find out the DILR sets that are extremely high quality? I would highly recommend you to take sectional tests or topic tests. They are an excellent source to find out such high quality questions. Point number 7 and the final point is regarding building a routine. You know, it is a very powerful technique if you do the same thing at the same time at the same place every single day. It actually builds your habit. This is a very powerful and popular technique that has been mentioned in so many books like Atomic Habits and others. What I would recommend you to do is to set the same time when you wake up, the same time when you sleep, the same time when you even take a mock. So अभी तो maybe आपके slots नहीं आए होंगे, but whenever you get the slots in which you are actually going to take the CAT exam, take the mock exactly at the time when your final exam slot is. This sets your biological clock. Similarly, whenever you sit to analyze a mock, the timing should be the same. When you're taking the sectional test, the timing should be the same. The more you build a routine, the more you are likely to feel comfort and not feel restlessness. If you don't have a routine to follow every single day, you are very likely to feel demotivated because you'll always feel like there's so much to do and I'm not able to do it. When you have a routine, you know exactly what you're supposed to do in the next X days, let's say 60 days or 40 days. So set a routine for yourself. If you don't have one, I'll flash my own routine on the screen for you. If you want to follow the same, go ahead and do it. But it is highly recommended that after watching this video, you take a pen and paper and you make a routine for yourself that you are going to follow in the next coming days for sure. So yes, these are the 7 jadi booties of what you should be doing in the final days of the CAT exam. I hope this video helps you gain a fresh perspective, and if it does, let me know in the comments. Thanks guys.